right, now we're going to start looking at beat number 8. First thing you notice is the hi-hat or the 8th notes or the fast hi-hat. Great. Then you notice that the snare drum's 2 and 4. That's very typical of pop, rock, so 2 and 4. So it's rest, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, so then we have the bass drum. Here we have 1 and 3. All right, so that's typical as well. The only thing different is we have 1 back here, the last part of the measure before you come back to here. So what happens is this one comes so quickly that it sounds like it's part of this one once we get started. So it goes like this. 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3, and boom, 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 boom. So like I said, that last one actually becomes just right before that first one. Once you start playing it, that's how that works. All right, let's sit down on the drum set. Let's work on our hi-hat. Those are the 8th notes that you should be really good at. You still working on those 8th notes? Working on that hi-hat so you can play it and do something else at the same time? Hey, you know what would be really neat? You could say your ABCs while you're playing the hi-hat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you could do that. All right, I think you got those 8th notes on the hi-hat. Okay, that's the first part of beat 8. Then the skeleton. Let's just go with the skeleton of the kick, and the snare is just alternating kick, snare, 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 kick, snare. So when you are choosing your own adventure, you could just play this part right here that's kind of the skeleton, the basic part of beat 8. So all they did on this one was they put 1 kick just before you start over. So it goes 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3. So we're going to learn just the kick right now. So to learn just the kick, it goes 1, 3, and 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 1. Okay, so after you do it 1 time, the only kick that is by itself is 3. So even if you wanted to start it this way, you could go and 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 1, 3. Or you could start it on just 1, 1, 3, and 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 1. 3, and 1, 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 3, and 1. 3, and 1, 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 stop. Okay, so that was good practice. And I know sometimes you're probably wondering how long is Dr. Taggles going to keep playing that. It just takes a lot of practice, many, many times, before you get comfortable enough with a specific beat or a part of a drum set beat, so then you can put it together. Speaking of putting it together, all right, remember the 1, 3, and 1. That's the most difficult part because you've got foot and hand going. So I'm going to go to the easy part that I don't have to think about. Then with my mouth, I'm going to try to say the kick and the snare part. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, 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 kick. All right. And so now I'm going to put all of it together. I'm going to start with my hi-hat. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, 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 kick, snare, kick, kick, really good practice on beat 8. That's how you put it together. If you really want a challenge, just make the tempo a little faster. Yeah, good practice. Find a song and play beat 8 with it. Just find any song on YouTube, any song you want, and see if beat 8 will fit. If it doesn't fit with it, I mean, there's a chance you'll choose a song that it doesn't fit with. If it doesn't fit, just choose a different song and it probably will fit with it.